According to reports coming out of Barcelona this evening, Chelsea and Barca are now completing the deal to bring Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang back to the Premier League, to Chelsea Football Club, back to London, ready to try and shoot Chelsea up the league, get them firing again. We want your instant reaction. We want your thoughts, your feelings, and your comments below. But this is a big, big summer deal. Just a few days ago, Fabrizio Romano told us there is still no agreement between Chelsea and Barcelona for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Talks ongoing, but the price tag around 30 million euros is creating issues. He stated Chelsea are not open to pay the fee for Aubameyang. There is still work to be done in the next round of talks. And Chelsea fans everywhere, this was mainly last night, this morning. When are the next round of talks happening? What is going to happen with this deal? And as confirmed here by Gerard Romero, Aubameyang to Chelsea is being completed right now. Meetings ongoing. This backed up by news from Nathan Gissin that Chelsea hope to close the deal with Barcelona for Aubameyang by tomorrow. So by the 25th of August, 2022, Chelsea want to have that deal done and dusted and over the line. And look, I think it's an intriguing one. You know, Fabrizio Romano, finger on the pulse at all times, you know, was right in what he said yesterday. You know, Chelsea have been trying to drive the price down. Barca have been trying to drive the price up. But time is beginning to run out. And there is going to be a compromise on the fee. Some believe it'll be the overall price. Some believe it will be the structure. And you'll end up with both clubs coming to a compromise and a deal being done. The player has agreed personal terms with Chelsea Football Club many, many days ago. He desires coming back to Chelsea, coming back to the Premier League. He desires returning and playing in the Thomas Tuchel team. Of course, he was happy at Barcelona. And if he stayed at Barcelona, you would not have seen him complaining and moaning and crying about staying. That was never going to be the case. Never, ever was that going to be the situation or the case. However, the player is very determined to prove that he is still Premier League quality. Now, before we go any further on this stream today, make sure you scan the QR code just there on the screen or click on the link in the description below to download the One Football app, the very best one-stop shop for football news, live scores, league tables, transfer news, football highlights, and much, much more. They're also, as well, once a week, one game per week, you're able to live stream Serie A game per week and get near live replays from matches as well, amongst a plethora of other things. So make sure you're downloading the application. Make sure you've got it on your phone right now, but use my exclusive link or that QR code you can see on the screen right now. But let's go back to what Gerard Romero has got to say. This guy's had his finger on the pulse for the vast majority of the season. He's been right about the vast majority of deals. He's been right about the vast majority of things going on in relation to Barcelona. He clearly has the inside track. He has now told us that this is set to complete. Of course, with Nathan Gissin also mentioning this earlier. Now, I do believe earlier on today, on the 24th in the morning, this news was also corroborated and put out by the very brilliant Simon Phillips, who said that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to Chelsea will be done this week. And I think that's what's very, very key for people to work out here, that this deal has almost been like one of the worst kept secrets. Most people close to Chelsea, most people close to football in general believe this deal was going to get over the line. But what would he bring to Chelsea Football Club? And, as I spoke about when he agreed terms, as I spoke about many, many times, this is a seriously talented football player. This is somebody who will score goals. This is somebody that will elevate the attack. He will elevate the attack at Chelsea. I don't think you can get away from that. I don't think that is debatable. I don't think that is something that any football fan is going to deny. You will, of course, get the Arsenal fans who are going to be a little bit bitter about this. You will get the Arsenal fans that are frustrated about this, that will say, "Yep, he's going to flop. It isn't going to work." And I think you're forgetting some fundamentals. He was reborn at Barcelona, reborn, and the amount of goals he scored in such a short period of time in a team a team at that particular moment that were considered to be struggling is testament to his finishing ability. At Chelsea, depends on what side of the fence you sit at. Some think they need more creativity. I think they need more finishers who know where to position themselves, have good positional sense, are willing to work hard. And I think that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is that man. On top of that, there's his relationship with Thomas Tuchel. He isn't going to come to Chelsea for a retirement package. He isn't going to come to Chelsea and down tools. He isn't going to come to Chelsea and disrespect a man that he has tremendous respect for. And also, he's not going to turn down the opportunity to prove Arsenal wrong. Now, he may not say this publicly, but he will want to prove Arsenal Football Club wrong. He will want to show Arsenal Football Club that you should have kept me. You shouldn't have let me go. This is on you. This is your fault. Why have you let me leave? You should have kept me. You should have made me happy. At the very least, you should have got some money for me because you're about to give 20 odd million pounds to Barcelona essentially for a few goals. So there'll be a few Arsenal fans that'll be frustrated. And I know Gooners deep down inside are worried about this. Arsenal fans are worried that he may deliver. They've got Gabriel Jesus. They're going to be happy with that. But there is still that fear that he is going to deliver and be that main man. Now, what next for Chelsea? The Fofana deal is going to roll on. It's going to roll on and roll on. And I think that Todd Boehly plays a part in that. There is a feeling in football that if you keep saying no long enough, Todd Boehly just pays it. That's got to be sorted in the medium to long term because you'll run out of money. But Wesley Fofana will probably also happen. I think Chelsea fans are screaming out for a midfield player. And I think when it comes to deals like Raheem Sterling and Wesley Fofana, Aubameyang, I almost get this sense and feeling from Chelsea supporters that if they went and got De Jong, if they went and signed another top-level central midfield player, or if they had landed Casemiro, as an example, there'd be a lot more excitement about these other deals, other players in said positions. So I am intrigued, very, very intrigued to see what direction this goes in. I'm very intrigued to see what Chelsea do next and how much money they actually spend. The midfield has been overrun in some games. They definitely need to improve it. Conor Gallagher can't play deep. I don't even know if he's good enough to even be a Chelsea player. There's already talk of West Ham coming in for him and Chelsea really considering moving him on. But of course, Wesley Fofana enables Reece James to go to his favoured position, which is right wing back. And then it's around fixing that middle area. And I think that it's going to be big money that Chelsea need to spend. But they have to go out and look at that central midfield. Ruben Neves is an option. Yuri Tillemans is an option. Interestingly, Mateus Nunes and Lucas Paqueta now seemingly off the table. Nunes, of course, 100% is at Wolves. West Ham look to be very close to completing, not just doing the done deal, but completing the transfer of Paqueta. That's options off the table. So the market in that particular area is shrinking. So who is available? Who can they get? And I actually think when you look at the price of Frankie de Jong, I said this about Man United, so I'll echo it for Chelsea. Go and sign Ruben Neves and Yuri Tillemans for about, what, £50 million in total? £60 million in total? That elevates that Chelsea midfield to another level. And equally, I know that Declan Rice is that long-term target, but you're not breaking the bank. You're not dropping 80, 90 million pounds on a player and eating into that longer-term budget. So there's lots to kind of consider when you're at Chelsea, lots to sort of think about and go through. But Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, sensational signing. Making my prediction now, 15 to 18 league goals. I think he'll score. I really think he'll do well. Across all comps, you're looking at a 25-goal season for him. And he's probably got 1, maybe 2 years left of being able to score and deliver like that at the very highest level of the game in the Premier League and Champions League. But I think there's a player in there. And if Chelsea starts suddenly get a goal scorer and they suddenly have someone putting that ball in the back of the net, they become more potent. They become a bigger and more dangerous outfit. They become a team which people suddenly fear again. And they haven't been as fearful as they would like to be. They just haven't. They haven't been as scary. They haven't been as fearful as they would like to be. And this is a fantastic, fantastic piece of business. But I do want your thoughts and I do want your feelings on this. Make sure you smash the like buttons and you subscribe to the Football Terrace before you leave. But more importantly, download OneFootball, scan that QR code on the screen now. But until next time, take care, goodbye, God bless, and I'll see you all soon.